teachers. The schools are closed, but the new session is about to start. Usually, around this time of the year, we are all busy planning the theme of our classroom, the birthday charts, and what not to welcome our students for the new session in the school building. But right now, the situation is a bit different this year. We all have to adapt to this new normal of remote learning to make this experience of online teaching for our students really amazing and extraordinary, so that they don't miss out coming to the school building like they do every year, and they are as excited to attend these online classes. And few things which are really important for us as teachers to understand the psychology of our children, those who are sitting at home since last 2 months. So the first thing which you can do is give them the feeling of togetherness. Even when they are sitting at home, not able to meet their friends, come to the school, meet the teacher, have that feeling of togetherness with their friends. It is our duty to give them that feeling of togetherness, that comfort of understanding. How? How do we do that? So just that you do things in a way in your class that every child feels heard, every child feels understood, every child feels comforted. So how do we do that? If you stick to the magical button of mute all, I don't think it will be possible. Because if we keep our children on mute all the time, what will happen is it will become a completely teacher-centered class and not a student-centered classroom. But what do we want? We want a student-centered classroom. We want that every child should participate, every child should understand and get most out of that class. So, first thing is to decrease the level of anxiety which they have developed in these last 2 months by not going outside to play with their friends, not able to come to school, not able to go to the playground. All these things have gathered a lot of anxiety within the mind of students. So first thing is to decrease that. So how do you do that? Whatever activity you do in the classroom, you try to divide the children in groups. Okay, if you play any quiz, if you do any kind of debate, do it group wise, so that children feel my team wise or group wise, so that they feel together. Even when they are sitting at their own home and you are not there with them, or other children are not there with them, they feel comforted and they feel together. That is our main motto. And tell them what is your expectation. Like clearly you have to tell your expectation first, that okay, right now I'm not muting you all, but you have to come one by one, you have to show your hands like this and then you answer, so that the class is not noisy also and you all can play together. Something like this can be really good. Then next is second thing which I want to tell you to make your class really good is to find some very nice icebreakers. For the first 1 or 2 days when you start the new session, after the vacation the students are coming to school, so decide some nice icebreaker activities. Now what can be you can decide your icebreakers according to the age level of your students. Fine. Icebreakers are generally meant to make the students open up on the first second day when they are not that much adjusted to the school or to the remote teaching or to the new teacher. So make them speak out, make them feel comfortable, have a nice joyous environment. Fine. I'll give you 1 or 2 examples of some icebreakers. First is a very simple game which you can play with any class, is Simon Says. Okay, Simon Says touch your nose, Simon Says touch your ear, like that. The one like that you can play. Then another one is you ask them questions, any random questions with 2 options. Fine. The ones choosing the option number 1 will show first finger, and the children who are opting for option number 2 will show 2 fingers like this. Fine. And the question can be like this: would you rather choose to go to Mars or stay at home and eat pizzas all day? So many of them will choose one, that I would go to Mars. Many of them would choose two, that I would rather sit at home and eat pizza all day. So like that, you ask weird questions to them and they choose one or two like this, and they look at each other like what their friends have chosen, and then you can have a good laugh with them in the class. Thing which I want to tell you all is, as teachers we all have habit of giving homework every day. So one thing I want to tell you, see, we all are there in the middle of a crisis right now. So let's not burden our children with giving a lot of homework, a lot of writing work, something which is very boring. Fine, you can come up with some really innovative ideas on some activities which can be assigned as homework, or you can make nice innovative worksheets. You can download ready-made worksheets from online also. Like I'll just show you some of them like these, and you can make your own nice interesting worksheet from canva.com, or there are many sites actually. You can just Google them and find out, or you can download the ones which are already there. Fine, but do not give very boring homework. Just give them something activity based, something which is fun, so they just enjoy doing it. That is one thing. Next is you can include a lot of gestures in your online class. Like when you are teaching, you want them all to be quiet and you have muted them all, but give them some nice gestures. Like when I teach, I keep asking, is it okay? Fine, yeah. Did you understand? All those questions I keep asking. So at that time I cannot again unmute them and get answers from them. So you can just say okay. When they are just fine, they can just show a good thumbs up. When they have completely understood it and they like the topic, they can do something like this, that understood, great, going great, like this. If they have some doubt, they can just wave their hand like this, keep waving. So I can understand if this child is waving the hand, means that child is having some doubt. Or if they just want to answer a question asked by you, they can simply raise their hand like this, or simply raise a finger like this to answer, to ask a doubt like this. Is it okay? Everything is okay? To show this, fine, okay, like this, fine. And going really great, understood the topic completely, like this. So some of the gestures which at least I think a primary level students will love doing all these things in between the class. So they can make the class interesting. 3 things which I wanted to discuss today. First is make your students feel together, give them that comfort of togetherness. Next is play some really nice icebreakers. You can decide, you can make your own icebreakers according to the age group of children you are teaching. Then the last one is do not be harsh on giving homeworks. Just give something very light, something very interesting, some activities to do which children enjoy at home, and next day they come excited to your class to show you the activity which they have done, and they are all excited for the next class to attend. Fine, so do such things. Do not make the class teacher centered. Get a shift, make it student centered. Let a lot of questions about why, what, how come up from them. Yeah, but within the range of the rules which you have set up, that you have to show your hand to ask some questions. When you are allowed to speak, at that time you have to speak. All those rules are something which are going to help you a lot while doing online teaching. Do not try to control students using mute button. Use a lot of audio visuals, because we are using internet right now. The online teaching can be really good with the help of screen sharing. You can share as many videos you want to share. You can show them some nice things. You can read out good stories to them. Okay teachers, that's all for today. Have fun and happy teaching for your new session of this academic year. Let's all of us together make it a wonderful experience of teaching and learning. See you soon. Bye-bye.